If anything happens to Rigathi Gachagua, William Ruto, you will not have a country. Omba tafadhali, hata kabla sijaendelea, Reverend Murudi hapa, muombe kwamba maisha ya Rigiji yahifadhiwe na serikali ya William Ruto. Yaani sasa haiwezekani kwamba muundo wa siasa zetu umefikia kiwango hicho. Kwa hivyo natoa mwito kwa Wakenya wenzangu, wakatae katakata siasa ya utekaji nyara kwa kanisa, kuingilia mahala patakatifu na kutupa tear gas. This is God's altar, as indeed that altar at ACK Church in Nyeri. Kwa hivyo tunakemea kwa nguvu zote tukio hilo na kuweka mbele yake Mheshimiwa Rais William Ruto. Ni lazima yeye mwenyewe ndiye ameidhinisha tukio kama hilo. Haliwezekani bila William Ruto kusema fanyeni hiyo kazi. I had sent a tweet when I was there, and I tagged the Inspector General of Police, Bwana Kanja. Ye mwenyewe adhinga asilia yake ni Nyeri, na kusema maisha ya Rigiji yakiadhirika, akiumizwa, even mental torture itself, we place it squarely before Inspector General Kanja and President William Ruto, who is a member of this church. Kwa hivyo tulikuwa hata tupitie pale, tutumie pale kanyonyoni, tusalimie wananchi, lakini lazima tufuatilie mambo haya, tujue yamefika wapi. Under Constitution 2010, utekaji nyara, kuweka viongozi kizuizini. Remember kulikuwa nyakati zile watu kama Matiba waliwekwa kizuizini, lakini kabla Kibaki kutuacha sisi atuachie urithi wa maana, that there cannot be detention without trial. William Ruto amejua, kwa sababu hiyo ni kinyume, ameleta mambo ya abduction bila trial. Now you cannot abduct your former deputy president. Mr. President, we demand that Rigathi Gachagua be produced expeditiously in the nearest police station, na Wakenya wajue kwamba yu hai. If anything happens to Rigathi Gachagua, William Ruto, you will not have a country, beginning with yourself. Kwa hivyo nataka nikome hapo. Tafadhali Reverend, tuombee huyu ndugu. Juzi tu tulienda hata kwa nyumba yake wa Munyoro, mke wake ni Reverend Dorcas Gachagua, and we can know what you can imagine what she is going through. This is not the country we've been wanting to build, and we've tried to build literally brick by brick for democracy, for good governance, to be a respectable nation amongst a community of nations. And now I call on all our international partners to declare William Ruto a pariah head of state. Thank you.
What happened yesterday in Othaya, Nyeri, is very shameful, honestly. It's unthinkable that young kids who woke up in the morning to go to Sunday school would be tear-gassed in the manner in which they are tear-gassed without cause. There is no crime that committed. They were not in the wrong place. They were in the place they wanted to be in at that particular time. Poor old women running around, away from tear gas and harassment is very, very shameful. And I've often said, you know, for our political leaders, don't listen so much to the words they tell you, especially the ones in government. Listen, look at their actions. Because how would a confident government do that? Because a government that's confident and has no problem with its population, with its people, why would they allow that kind of thing to happen? Okay, fine. Now, with tremendous respect, and I'm happy myself that the senior leaders of government, including His Excellency the Deputy President, whom I have a lot of respect for, and the Minister for Interior, have said agree with us that what happened is shameful and it's something that ought not to happen. Now, let's move to action. Let's see whether action will be taken and so on. Because that is what is going to tell us the sincerity or genuineness of this. Let's see what's going on. The pictures are all over the place. Those guys carrying AK-47 and so on. And then you see some strange things being said by leaders. Like I saw one leader from Laikipia saying something laughable. That Gachagua organized that so that he can seek sympathy. If he organized it, it's against the law. So why don't you arrest those people he was organizing that with? And this happened when Natembeya was attacked in Kabuchai, the same response. This is, finally, what is very stressful to me, to be honest with you, is this. 2/3 of these senior leaders in the security sector are people I worked with. I know them very well. Some of them are fairly decent people. I have said this and I don't mind repeating it again. The Inspector General, Mr. Kanja, is one of the best police officers in the country. He was my GSU commandant when I was Minister for Interior. I mean, the DCI. Hawa ni watu tumefanya kazi nao na ninawajua. Some of them are going to retirement. Why do they want their careers to be soiled by that kind of nonsense perpetrated by some third-rate politicians who have problems, and they think the best way to square out the issues is to go and beat up innocent children and women. And finally, for government, and with tremendous respect, mimi naheshimu serikali, I respect our leaders in government. You know, they are walking the country themselves to disaster. Because you will never have enough bullets for 55 million or so Kenyans. And you can't shoot your way to electoral victory or what have you. You cannot intimidate people. You can't replace proper engagement with the public. So this effort of trying to create situations like some countries in the region is not going to work. Let's go to electoral contest. Kila mtu afanye yake. Wananchi wakiamua vile wataamua, basi hivyo ndivyo itakuwa. And then those in authority need to understand, in any case, by the way, this is the electoral mandate, which means it has an expiry date. If it comes to a point where it has expired in your case, you don't have to beat innocent